Just a quick topic, I guess. Food stamps. To have, not to have. According to the need, right? So I prefer not to be on food stamps. Like whenever there's a need, right? And you want to utilize what our country has put in place for us to be able to use the resources whenever we need them, which is amazing. It's a blessing. It's a beautiful thing, glorious, gift from God to be able to have that assistance whenever any of us might need that, right? For as long as we might need it for, within reason, of course. I mean, we'll need per need, but there's other resources as well, like for instance food banks or I don't know, food banks, or other resources, that you might have to be able to access food. Growing your own food if you have the land to do it, or the ability to be able to do that, to at least to help supplement to some degree, like fruits, veggies, things like that. Having chickens and eggs for protein and different things. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a farm girl or like a nature girl, more so than a city girl. So, but those of you that are, you would know other things that someone could do to be able to get access to food whenever they're having a hardship financially and not being able to afford it themselves on their own. So I don't know. And I was thinking about food stamps and how, like, I could get food stamps in my situation, right? I've had food stamps and I got off of it. And I don't know. I feel good. I feel better when I go to the grocery store and I'm using my, I don't say hard-earned money, but I'm using the money that I earn to be able to pay and provide for the food that my family eats, right? Being able to like learn about utilizing discounts and like freebies from memberships, that you like partake in. You buy things from places, or they're like an introductory thing where like you can get a discount. You are paying for something, but you're getting it at a discount. Or like whenever you pay for something, you get points, and the points add up and you get freebies. It's like different things to help you along the way whenever you are buying things out of your pocket from what you've earned, or let's say what has been gifted to you maybe, but not necessarily a government assistance. And then I learned, I thought about it like, okay, which I probably knew this before, but then I don't know, it's been coming up here recently more in my spirit about it. Like, what actually funds food stamps? And what actually funds food stamps, what I learned, is entirely taxpayer dollars. So then I think about the negativity that goes along with that. Like people, if you've ever come across people who will talk about, negative people who will talk about people who are on food stamps, oh, just get a job. Oh, well, you're eating off of the backs of people who actually get up and work, and they earn their money, and we have to pay taxes so that lazy people can eat, or something like that. Like that's not nice. And I would say pretty sure that there are like taxpayers who their money, it also goes into the funding of helping other families who cannot afford food, into the supplementary food assistance program, food stamps, where they're not negative about it. They're actually grateful that they work and they're able to pay taxes to help someone else in need. So that way our brothers and sisters, citizens of this country, aren't struggling without something to eat whenever we have our neighbor who can actually support, like help that, and it's governed, mandated, governed, regulated by our country. So that way there's like, it's the normalcy. It's a reliable, so anyway, I was just thinking like, but for those of us, or those people, and I can't say us because I'm on a stretch here, like I have myself and my 4 offspring that I pay for food here ever since I've decided to like not get back on food stamps. And I'll tell you, like I've had to, we've been making it, with the money that I earn, the time I put in to make money, you know, even though like I'm not working on a full-time basis right now, so I could be there for my children more so it's not like the schools or the daycares are raising them, but it, you know, they're helping, but you know, I'm having more of a presence in my children's life, which is, I love that. So I'm not working on a full-time basis right now. So it you know, does it make sense to have food stamps? Or are we in a position of need to want that, to need that? I think so, yes. But then at the same time, I don't know. I think maybe I'm in a period of time right now where I just feel like my spirit is assessing, my soul, I don't know, like my mind, my heart is assessing how much do we actually need food stamps, government assistance, where it's really citizen assistance, where people's hard-earned taxpayer money would be feeding myself and my children, along with the people who are blessing it with their good hearts, you know, and people who are maybe cursing it with their bitter hearts because they feel like they shouldn't have to do that, you know. But and thinking about currency and the currencies that's coming from that, you know, and praying over your food, because you don't know if this particular taxpayer, you know, that provided the food for you to eat tonight for your family, if they curse this food, you know what I mean? And now you have these negative, oh my gosh, I can go into that, which I'm not going to do that right now because I don't think I have enough time on my phone right now. Maybe I do, but I don't want to get into it and find out that I don't. And I'm getting ready to park and get out of the car. So anyway, if any of you caught any of that, just like leave a comment, please. Show my page some love so that way I can get some more views and likes and subscribers, because at some point I would like to start to go live, and I need, I think, at least 100 subscribers to be able to go live. And when you like or you comment, you know, it increases the view, so I've heard, the viewers, so I've heard. So that way the more viewers I get, the more potential subscribers I'll get, and then I'll get to a point where I can actually go live. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. That's just where I'm at with it right now. So I guess I'll end this after saying this. So I am grateful for all of the taxpayers who have supported myself and my family throughout the years that I have been on food stamps at any point in time, right? I'm grateful for that. I thank you for that. I mean, I have worked also since like I was able to work, you know, and I've also paid taxes and obviously paid for other people to have food. And whether they're grateful for it or not, I'm grateful to be able to have done that, you know, because I mean, I didn't realize that's what I was doing, you know, until I started to learn more about financial literacy. So anyway, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for your help, and I'm thankful and appreciative to be helped and to be a help to others. And I don't know, I'm trying really hard right now to not be on government or food stamps, right? To not be on, I guess, y'all's backs to feed my family if I'm able to do it myself, you know. And let's say my children's father, the man of the house, you know, like it's not really that dynamic right now. So, but if ever, whenever it is, and it has been in the past, but even then at the time there was food stamps, you know. And I think it's financial literacy, and it's people becoming aware of like their role in the families, even comes in financially, and even like in the community, and how when people do or don't do as they should in their particular role, how that affects that neighbor and then overall the community in itself, you know. But moving forward, as we continue to grow in maturity, you know, and I love how like I've learned so much, you know, and been cleaned up so much when it comes to the Christ walk, you know, and learning the truth about our Creator through Jesus Christ, in Jesus Christ, and by the Bible and the Holy Spirit, that I've learned so much. And I've actually come to this point now where I'm in like aware of a whole nother area of my life that I feel is being revamped right now. You know, I have a new like outlook on it, and I like this place, you know. And I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying hard to provide and not have someone else to be the provision for our family unless we need it. And I don't know if it comes from a place of pride because it feels better not pulling out that food stamp card and thinking about our, the other customers next to me looking to see, oh, I bet she has food stamps, or is it that I just feel proud because I can pay for my own food and it feels good to do that? Or is it because I should be able to not be on government assistance or having someone else pay my way, pay for what my family needs, and me being able to do that, and I feel a relief, because of doing as I should be doing and not being a burden for someone else. And if you have a comment on that, yeah, please share that, because I'm interested to hear what you think about it. And, am I hearing myself right? Holla, holla, holla. Have a good day, a blessed day. God bless you in Jesus' name. Bye.